Welcome everybody to Deb's Thing. This is Debbie, and I will be showing you how to make another of my original designs. This design, which I'm calling Intrepid, and reference number 400, which is not on either one of my introduction videos, came about when I was trying to make this bracelet. See which one? Which one was on? I think this was the one for NN. I was trying to practice making this one to put on for a video next, and this came out instead, and I love it. I love the colors. I love just the crazy, like almost, I don't know what I say, to the rules of looming, and came up with this crazy looking but very fun bracelet. Okay, I'm ready to get started, but I warn you, everybody's home, and if you hear a deep voice or a door opening, I might just have to stop short and just stop the video. And don't worry about it though, I will try to pick it right back up where I left off. You know, usually I would just restart the whole video, but I will never get all these bracelets made if I have to make the video 3 or 4 times for each bracelet. So let's go. Where I have the gray, which is color A, I will be using white, and the 3 alternating colors, which I'm all referring to B, because they're all kind of the same placement, is here I have yellow, the electric blue glow, and white. I will be using the Persian purple. Oops, sorry. Get them off center here. Persian purple, or the white, sorry, the Persian purple, olive green, and the electric purple glow in the dark. So I think I have to pause because I locked one of my cats in. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. Okay, now where did I leave off? I think I showed you the color bands, and this is the loom setup. I believe it's the same as the loop-de-loo, which I haven't uploaded yet, but I should be uploading. And I'm sorry if you're all getting bored with the 4-bar setup, but I promise you I will switch it up and do a few 3 and 2, and then maybe go back up to some of the bigger ones again, so that those who have only one loom can do a few, and those who want a bigger challenge can try some of my 5 and 6 bar bracelets. So we are going to, oops, hold on a second, you know what, back up. I am not paying attention to my schematic. This one is all going to be parallel to each other, and you again should be able to do this with a 3 if you only have one loom and 1 extra bar, because it's not a tight bracelet. And you put this down here, place this one on this side in the middle, which you only leave this many pins on this side and the same amount on that, and then brace these 3. So these 3 are super stable, and these ones just on this side. This one on this side just has a little bit of weakness. So here we go. Let's try that again. This will go in the middle, and that will be your first band of your extension, and then 1 on each side. And then we are going to just place the white all the way up to here, and then do the same on this side. So real simple, just the whites up the two outer bars. The next placement of bands, the next two bands are going to be, actually they're going to simply be two of your color A bands, and then pick one of your color B bands. One of my first bracelets I did, rapport. Unfortunately, not too many people even viewed that one, and it's really needs to be tried out to be appreciated. The colors, you know, that are kind of woven through, just make such a pretty swirly pattern underneath this the straight rows. And how I did that was you put your band and you bring it around, and hook it. Oh, I bet that looked really great. I just saw it kind of blur out. Let's see. I'll have to hold on a second. I'm trying to fix it so everything's crooked. I'll do it on this side. Okay, place it on the lower peg, bring it around the peg, and then it's going to be hooking it onto that one. So if you can see, it goes around the bend and then hooks the other end here, and then this one goes around the bend and hooks over here. Then we are going to place a band this way, and make sure, it's really important when I say I'll do each band exactly the same way. There's a reason for it, and it's to keep the symmetry. Like in my reptilian, that one took me hours because I did not realize the exact pattern I needed to wrap the second color, and it was coming out inconsistently. So make sure you do all these kind of special looping bands. Always take the bottom one up first, and that one down here for this bracelet. So, and this is how you're going to do the pattern all the way up. So now we're going to place two color A, and push them down a little bit so that you have room. Take your next color and wrap it around this one and loop it onto that one. So you can see it. You see it that way, how it goes. And then you do it again on this side. Push it down. Place the band on the diagonal. Take the bottom, bring it up, and take the remaining half of the band and bring it down. And you do the same thing on the other side. Bring it up and bring it down. And then I'll do it one more time and show you all three colors, which, I mean, you can do two colors, you can do it all in one color. Put the two A color bands first, or you might do the rainbow or monochromatic, you know, different tones of the shades of the same color. I'm an artist and I can't even think of the right words. Of course, it's 12:30 in the morning. I should be getting ready for bed. I'm not starting another video, right? So we take it around. Oh, that one was much easier. These are a lot more stretch than the Persian one did.
be interesting to see if they, you know, these all are laid out nice and evenly. There's not some that are stretched too loose or pulled too tight. They're all nice and symmetrical as far as, well, that one right there is a little loose, but that's just one band. Okay, so we've done those. It's kind of like a, I don't know what it is, shape it is, but anyways. We place it on this side, bring this up, and this half down. And if you make sure that, you know, it's looped around this one and looped around this one, but it's just
around that
and around that. Place this here, take the bottom half of the band and bring it up to the diagonal, and then take the remaining half and bring it down to the other peg. And so you will do that all the way to the end. This is the video. It's like, okay, let's make it a race. Let's see who gets to the end first. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm just joking.
Well, the difficult part of
This bracelet is finished. Putting all the bands on.
Now all we have to do is cap these two ends and loop it back, which is the same as just doing 4 single bands or bars.
So we turn it around.
So the arrow is pointing towards us. Oops, my mistake. Back a second. Yeah, you know what
we forgot, didn't we?
We have to put this here so we have something to loop. I'm so sorry. For some reason I like to forget that step. But obviously you try to, okay, so we twist it around once and hook on our cap. Okay, now we turn it around and we do the first looping. And on this one, there is a little bit of tension since we have a little stretched bands, and we will see how it works with, you know, no extra supports other than these 3 braces. But
the 2 middle bars are tighter than the 2 outer bars,
so I would try doing the 2 first, and you know, you're just going to reach down to that white one down the bottom, pull it up, and these are a little tight, so you kind of have to earn your way down to the bottom. Try this way. There you go. Careful not to break it. Sometimes I don't try to get that full rainbow teardrop, for fear of breaking it. So you're going to go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all 4. Come on. Oops, that's the wrong one. When that happens, yeah, this is good. This is really hard to work it from this angle. If you go like this, somebody showed me this on YouTube, and it's a lot easier. But this one you're going to want to make sure you're comfortable and have a good angle. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I need to really show you too much more since it's so basic. So do the first 2 middle ones and then do the ends, you know, and do them all the way up to the final pegs, and then we'll finish it off. Sorry about that, my husband had to walk through. Okay, now we're ready to do the extension. My small wrist uses 10 extension bands, and this one we pre-placed underneath. Makes it much easier than trying to move all the bands to one peg. So you pull that one out, hold it with your finger while you reach in, pull everything else away, and pull this one out. These are kind of hard when it's tight like this to get it, the first one going. You just want to keep these loops, they're sticking out on parallel. Let's see. My camera's sagging on me, so let's pull this closer. I don't have any leverage, I'm almost off the edge of my little table here. Anyways, hold it so that they're parallel. Turn your hook upside down and carefully pull it through those two loops. Turn your hook upside up. Place the other end of the band. Turn it down and around. Very simple. So my first extension was already placed, so I'll be adding 4 more. Stretched apart to make it easy to put the clip on. Put that down, and then we are ready to take it off. And this one, I don't know where my other hook is, but this one my finger is really, because of the tightness of the bands, I really need to do this. Some are you strong enough to pull it off. It should be okay, but you know, I kind of have to work it a little slowly, and I think it, you know, I haven't really tried doing one like this, then doing it again and pulling it off. See, there's a great big difference. I really don't have the hand strength to do it, because you probably already heard if you watched my Indian Point pathetic video. So it felt terrible, but I didn't want you guys to miss out because I really like it. In fact, if you remember seeing the pink and white one with the black Persian bands, my granddaughter saw that in my bag of, these aren't all my bracelets. Back a little bit. But I have this bag and I take it to be when I'm going out, and if I see any, you know, appropriate age kids that would, you know, might be looping, you know, doing looping, have a loom. I ask their parents if they want, you know, if they want their kids to pick out a bracelet for free. You know, it gives a little bit of advertising. I have my name, my channel name on there, and the name of the bracelet. So that way, if they want to make it, they can. But yesterday, for the first time, Mother said, no, she goes, we have those bracelets laying all over the house. No more. So I just pulled off from the tags and said, here's the name of my channel. Just type this in the search bar. And if you want to try out new designs, you know, since you can't have one, maybe if you want to make one, your mom will let you. So there it is. I like it. Now, this happened to me the last, I had made it again. For whatever reason, there's a little difference, and I don't know why. But see, on this side, they kind of lay all out. Here they kind of, they're on the side. I don't know which one I like better, but I do like them both. Who knows, maybe maybe I did something different, but I don't think so. just a little different. It actually looks cool. I like the like double-sided, and then this is a little more in. You can see from this side is kind of set, you know, the second band kind of sets a little back, although there's a little bit of a step. It's not as steep as this one.
And I have no idea
why. But it does not detract, I think, from the design itself. I think it's still very pretty. I like the very unusual, let's say almost, I don't know what's the word I'm trying to think of. It's almost like a snub to traditional looping, and it shows it in its the very unusual pattern it makes. But
I think it's fun,
and I think it looks really nice. And if I figure out why it's coming like that, I mean, this actually looks cool. It, you know, I might even like it better than say with like this side. It looks, you know, it really looks nice from the side compared to this one. There's just absolutely, oops, no, this is the right way to compare it. The side of this is super cool. So, once again, our inadvertent mistakes, like, you know, this was the mistake of this one, and this one, even though I'm going to call it Intrepid, because I don't know what, you know, if I did anything different. I don't believe I did. This might be the type of bands I'm using. It is gorgeous. I love these colors too.
They're unique.
And I think the white sets them off really nice. So let's move on and get this finished instead of rambling. Let's finish the band and the extension. Having the arrows pointing towards you, and just I'm putting 4 because the cap is number 5. Make my other set of 5. Find the cap, pull it out, stretch it out, place it over the last peg you have a band on. Pull it over here to secure it, and then quickly loop back. Your bands. I feel like I'm in slow motion. I'm so tired. I definitely notice that my viewing goes way down when I haven't put a, you know, when I look at the analysis part, analytics, or whatever that word is they use. My viewership takes a plummet when I don't keep videos coming on, and we don't want that. Right? Our whole goal is to share this, and if nobody's watching, then everybody's missing out. So there you have it. I wonder if this settles down after it's been sitting around. Nevertheless, it's the same looping, and it's really cute.
And there you have Intrepid.
If you like this design, make sure to share it with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to me, to Deb's Thing, if you want to see more of my videos. And again, I promise to get back to the 2 and 3 bar designs. So those that want simpler or narrower bracelets can only have one loom, whatever the reason, I want to make sure that you have some new videos to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, I'm back. I was a little perplexed as to why this one came out differently than this one. And I was like, well, what did I do? I did the same thing, but actually I didn't. when I told you to do the centers first because the tension,
I had no idea
that by doing the centers first instead of the outside first would completely change the dynamic of the bracelet. So if you like this one where it's got a thicker side and it's not laying flat, flatter like this, and this is raised, then do the centers first, then the outside. Because afterwards, I did this bracelet, and I did the outside 2 bars first instead of the inside, and it came out like my original.
So I just wanted, sorry about that, out of
the screen a little bit. So again, if you want it like my original, when you loop back the 4 bars, first do the outside, then the inside. If you want more of a staggered pattern, more defined like that, do the centers first and then the outside bars. Thank you so much, and sorry for the confusion. Let me turn these over so you can see just how pretty they all are.
Thank you so much.